Hi guys, today I've got a shortlist for you on Football Manager 23. It's a free agent shortlist, all the best free agents that I've managed to find so far in the beta. A lot of them are good enough to play for teams in, let's say, the Championship or even maybe a low struggling Premier League side. There was players in here that are available for anyone at all levels though, so be sure to watch the video and download the shortlist, which will be in the description, and have a look at some of the players yourself. But what I will do is go through a few of them. A man that needs no introductions, obviously, Moussa Dembele. He is retiring in December, so you will only have him available for a short while, but technically, he's absolutely amazing. Physically, he's not all there. Mentally, he's pretty decent. Obviously, you know where he's been, played at Tottenham for a large part of his career. Spent a few years in China. He's dwindled down. He probably is quite injury prone. His natural fitness isn't great. But if you need an option, he's there at centre mid. One of the best players on the list, though, probably the best player on this, is Santiago Arias. You know, probably know him from places like Atletico Madrid or PSV. He's wanted by a host of Premier League clubs, and Ajax, Liverpool being the standout. So yeah, he is definitely the one player on this list that can perform at a high level, such as the Premier League. Another player that you probably are familiar with is Gaston Ramirez, formerly of Southampton, an attacking midfielder from Uruguay. He's wanted by clubs in Ligue 1. He can definitely do a job there. Probably do a job low down in the Premier League or high up in the Championship as well. In terms of players that you all know that are legends of the game, we have a few. So we have Adriano, formerly of Barcelona, Brazilian international. His pace is absolutely terrible, but technically he's amazing. 15 crossing, 16 passing, 15 technique. It's just he's not going to be bombing down the wing as a wing back for you, so I'm not sure what sort of level he can play at. Championship is what the clubs are now looking for him. So yeah, probably Championship, low down in the Championship though. His physicals are absolutely horrendous. A striker that's very well is Graziano Pele. 14 finishing, 15 composure, 14 off the ball. Doesn't have the pace, but he's got the height. If you just stick him up there as a target forward, you don't want him to do much moving. He'll get you bags of goals, I reckon. Gary Cahill, he's another one on this list. Obviously, you know where Gary Cahill's been. Chelsea. Burnley is who wants him at the moment. Yeah, he could do a job in the Championship for sure. 17 heading, 15 marking, 14 tackling, 9 pace, 8 acceleration. You definitely don't want to be playing a high line or an offside trap with him. But he's got great leadership as well. So if you're looking for someone like that, I would say definitely pick him up. Ben Arfa, Hatton Ben Arfa, if you want a bit of flair in your side. And to be honest, for a 35-year-old, his physicals aren't too bad. You know, 13 acceleration, 13 pace, that is very much capable in many top divisions. He's wanted by Parma. He's not wanted by Real Madrid. I'm just managing Real Madrid, so don't get your hopes up. Think, oh, he's wanted by Real Madrid. He must be good. He's not. The thing that does put me off Ben Arfa is this 5 work rate. I'm not a huge fan of players with low work rate, but obviously technically he's immense. Physically he's okay. His mentals do let him down. He can do a job for sure. In terms of some perhaps young players in this list, we can go through a few of them. This is the youngest player, Kai Stratsnig. He's an Austrian central defensive midfielder. He's not wanted by a variety of clubs outside of Austria though, so perhaps lower down, you know, League 1, League 2, he'll do a job. In terms of another defensive midfielder, we have Brahima Duksani. Decent technicals, very young, could do a job, perhaps has some potential. I'm not too sure about that. I wouldn't come to this sort of list looking for someone that's gonna be a star for the future. That's for sure. You probably just want to sign these players for a few seasons while you're in the lower leagues, just to propel you up the divisions. Jonathan Silva, he's a Brazilian left back from Brazil. Well, of course he's from Brazil. He's Brazilian. fairly, well-rounded player. No, nothing too dreadful per se, but nothing that stands out. 15 acceleration is good. 14 crossing is good. Could do a job in the championship, I reckon. Wanted by a team in the Belgian Premier League. Other than that, there's not much to write home about. I'm just going to have a final scroll, see if any names step out to me. We can go through Tom Carroll, formerly of Tottenham. I mean, doesn't look too good. Probably you're probably looking at League Two level, I reckon. Last season played in League One, got released. Yeah, League Two probably for him. Anyone else on this list that steps out? You're probably screaming at me. You probably noticed someone. But be sure to download this and take a look for yourself. Look for all these players. There's probably a few other. Here we go. Danny Rose. Obviously, everyone knows Danny Rose, formerly of Tottenham. Spent a long time there. Recently released from Watford. Still has it. His stamina lets him down. His natural fitness isn't the greatest. His acceleration, but technically he's still kind of there. Mentally, he's pretty decent. To be fair, yeah, could definitely do a job in the championship. Like most of these players, I think on most of these players on this list could do a job in the championship. Other than that, one final scroll down. Now we're going up to the oldies. Yuri Zirkov, obviously legend. 100 caps for Russia, over 100 caps. Yes. Other than that, well, I would say that is that. That is the list. Please download it in the description if you want to. There's 122 players on it, suitable for all levels. I'm sure you'll find someone if you're managing in the Vanarama leagues, or you're managing in League Two, League One, Championship, even the Premier League. We have players that are good enough to play there. So please, if you found a player that you've liked from the shortlist, please like the video, or if you want to see more of this sort of content, please subscribe. Thank you very much. Peace.